Welcome back, you guys, to another installment of Wrestling with Xotics. That is WWX for short. Think I need a feed you order. That is.
Franchise Jerry, man. Y'all know the gang.
And you already know we about to discuss this wrestling topics all over the world. And first, we're going to start off by discussing the bloodline. And not only that, the real tribal chief, quote unquote, Jey Uso, man. He came out here and let us know his plans and how he sees fit. What you think about that?
I think that whole little segment was pretty wild and kind of funny at the same time. I don't believe Jay being the next tribal chief, but I definitely see him having a successful singles career. You know what I
want a
mean?
mid-card title from him for sure. Like,
Yeah.
let's say all in doubt. Well, I'm not even gonna say this because LA Knight is gonna get that United States title. But in some strange prediction, many than Jey Uso, you deserve it. The last time you even sniffed that shit, you almost had that bitch won, and the bloodline cost you it. I think you need to really focus in on getting that mid card title. Even hell, if WWE got to make a new mid card title for you, the first one to get that shit.
And if you guys don't really know by now, we don't think that Jay is going to be beating Roman Reigns at SummerSlam.
Hell no. The whole reason that Roman got pinned at Money in the Bank was to throw some curiosity in the atmosphere. Some, oh, what if? Why? But think about it like this. Not to discredit all the people that Roman's beat already, but Jey Uso is not a solidified single star. He was solidified through the pandemic, and it was slowly generated throughout 2021, but guess what? Jimmy came back, so the spotlight came back on both the Usos.
That would be foul, bro, because they didn't let Cody Rhodes beat Roman.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And Cody Rhodes has a way better resume than Jey Uso.
Way better.
So, yeah, no, that would be foul as fuck if he ended up beating Roman Reigns.
A quick little thing since you brought up Cody Rhodes. Have you noticed that Cody won't go for no other title that's not a main title?
He better not.
He won't ever do that. You know why?
He better not.
He got his own bus. He got all this shit. He has all this stuff of a world champ. He doesn't have the belt yet. That's why he ain't rushing, and that's why he ain't ever gonna compete for nothing less than.
Everybody. What if they sent him back to NXT to compete for the NXT championship?
All right, bro.
That should be.
It'd be funny. It'd be because he'd make it. He's a wrestler that can make you invest in anything that he's involved in. But
at the same time, he's still kind of labeled like a young, new wrestler in a sense. So him going back to NXT wouldn't be frowned upon. And especially like having Cody on NXT, that could definitely elevate that roster into being like a main event type of roster. You know what I mean?
I agree with you on that, but I prefer that. But overall, man, how do you feel seeing Paul Heyman take the super kick?
I thought that was hilarious, but at the same time, Paul Heyman, you too old to be taking bumps like that, my dude. But that also means if Paul Heyman's taking bumps, they really trying to get us to invest more into the story. And they're doing whatever they can to make it happen.
Jay did that Jay kick that was super kick. Jay had it. Like Michael Cole, nigga, they see niggas jump off a Hell in a Cell. You don't give a fuck about a super kick.
Right.
You probably could super kick him harder than that.
Yeah, definitely. Paul Heyman could have been super
I know Michael Cole has seen Paul Heyman back at catering, and Paul has got the last donut right when Mike was about to grab it. And Paul was like, there's no more. And then just like let him fuck him up.
I know for a fact Paul Heyman just sold that move too short though. Like he already had his hands up and he was like throwing himself back before the kick like, even really connected.
I don't want this. Right? I don't. I'm here to talk.
But he made it look good enough for himself to, make it legible.
Bro, my favorite part, every time he takes a move, how he rolls his fat ass out the ring like a log, and he always gets stuck underneath the bottom rope because he's expanded so much now. He got to
shift. He got to scooch up.
His hip only worked one way, so you got to get that right. I'm out, solo. You know how to hear? I know how to we can hear the camera loud enough. Be like solo. Oh.
The next topic we're going to be talking about is the U.S. Invitational, featuring Santos Escobar, Grayson Waller, AJ Styles, and who else?
All right, it's Butch.
And Butch.
You blocked that name out because you hate that nigga.
I hate that name, bro. Damn, I really hope he turns back into.
But honestly, I don't know if he's going to because he's kind of embracing it too much.
Yeah, it's on his Twitter handle now. I'm just not feeling it. I don't want to get too much into that.
Yeah, go ahead.
But this was a great win for Santos Escobar, but wrong decision for WWE. Plus, the match looked too staged from beginning to end. I would have went with Grayson Waller or AJ Styles, but me personally, I think Grayson Waller would have a better feud with Austin Theory. And on top of that, he just seems like the most legible person to take the belt from Austin Theory right now. They should still ride the momentum that Grayson Waller got from NXT and use that into propelling them into this match and getting over on Austin Theory.
One thing I will say, I feel like they don't do that because they don't want to highlight Theory's flaws on the main roster.
It's already out there that Grayson Waller is what Austin Theory should have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, you guys might as well just,
That's why
really step
they're
on the
not. That's
gas
why
on
they're
that.
not trying to do that, bro. Because they spent years, and we're on a 2-year, 3-year push with this thing already, bro. So they're looking at it like that's a waste of our investment. This guy's already got it. We can't throw him in the fire and expose it. This guy beat John Cena. This guy got FU'd by John Cena. You can't. It can't let the gears turn. Like, why didn't he get to go over on John? He's way cool. Like, it will have everyone kind of be like, this is a force.
Well, Austin Theory also cheated to beat John, so
That's why I point to it. Also I feel like Grayson Waller is such a skilled talent. He should have won, bro. But that's also why they have him do these things because notice how we talk about him versus all the other call ups. He has that it factor that just one single loss can't define him. And that's the thing that a WWE superstar is lacking right now. All those superstars are clamoring for one win, but his confidence is like it's almost like Davian Waiters. He said, "I would rather go 0 for 15 than 0 for 3. If I go 0 for 15, I kept shooting. I never lost my confidence. If I go 0 for 3, that means I stopped. I got scared. I started listening to everybody. And it's like someone could listen to that and be like, that sounds stupid as fuck. But low key, if you're a scorer and you know basketball and your main game is to score, why would you stop trying?
It's all you better try something else because how you doing it is not getting the job done.
But you see my point exactly. But you don't stop trying to score. Right. So I feel like Austin Theory, you gotta do yourself a disservice because I feel like you're ducking competition. I feel like you're definitely back there like, why do I need this? I beat John. I swear. You can just see how he talks, how he's on the mic. Michael Cole is flaming this nigga now, bro. Yeah. Michael Cole has sped up. I feel like he's hurt us.
Yeah, Michael Cole is over that
He's
shit.
over. He's like, you're a fake John. Yeah. You never were like that. I didn't even like him like that. He used to clown me all the time, but you could never.
And the last John Cena United States Championship run was way different than what Austin Theory is displaying right now. And John Cena was doing open challenges every week.
John Cena was 40.
John Cena was putting people on like Kevin Owens
and
Sami Zayn. Like, come on now. It was a completely different vibe. Now, if you guys was trying to make Austin Theory like how Cena was when he first won that U.S. Championship, then it would be more understandable because John Cena was at least a heel then. But you trying to compare him to this... You guys are trying to put him in the same rankings as the Super Cena, and no, like that's completely different than what Austin Theory got going on. Trust.
And I feel like Santos winning this match was great for him. Like how you said, but honestly speaking, it's not best for business because I know he's not winning that shit. You got WWE.
Right.
You guys
he's been on hella losing streaks.
Exactly, he's been fluky. And WWE, you guys won this. You guys put him in this match, so whoever he goes against and he loses to, it's okay and it makes sense. I already know that, but I feel like you guys need to revert back to your 03, 04 Ruthless Aggression days, maybe even 05 as well. 03 to 05, anybody could win the championship. Anybody. So that's what we're gonna give that person a spotlight to see if you can take the ball and run with it. So your mid card titles are not necessarily. Don't need only Gunther needs this reign, and I want him to beat the Honky Tonk. So if that means beating Drew at SummerSlam, I'm okay with that.
Right. But there's no accolade that Austin Theory could possibly break with the United States Championship. There's none.
None. And Dean Ambrose, let me tell you how I know y'all don't really fuck with him like that. Because even though he's won this title again, Dean Ambrose, which is now Jon Moxley, he held that shit for over a year. Didn't have that many defenses, but I feel like his reign and just the level of what he was with the Shield, that title was spotlighted. Like the way he carried that shit, even though he didn't defend it, like you're like, damn, that's Dean Ambrose, United States Champion. I'm just like, that's Austin Theory. Like he needs Bobby Lashley or somebody else.
I don't even feel like he's United States Champion. Like I feel like he literally just holding that shit.
I swear,
keeping that shit warm for the next nigga. Yeah. He's supposed to be a transitional champion.
I swear to you, because he's that kind of person. You need them to get the belts on, but you need to get him off. But when he gets to that world title, you brought up, well, he's been this, he's been that. You didn't remember, huh? Because it was so short, but he's been that. Mm-hmm. And I feel like this reign, SummerSlam, perfect time to cut it. Yeah. Let's see him transition into this fall and really build and make me excited to see him in the Royal Rumble. Because that would be like, okay, he don't even need the belt now. Now he's a real threat to eliminate people.
Yeah, bro, because he's just a humongous joke for trying to cash in on Roman Reigns and then having to cash in for the United States Championship to begin with. So it's just like, bro, like. No.
And then he ended up losing it to Seth for a little bit.
Yeah,
so it wasn't like a meaningful, like I cashed
in.
Bro, like, he just did it.
Yeah,
you just doing shit. Now business is about to really pick up. About to talk about the WWE Women's Championship. And this little three-way love triangle for the belt between Asuka, which is the champ, of course, Bianca, former champ, and Charlotte, former champ. You know what I'm saying? But you know she's the queen, so she feels like she got whole rank. I'm feeling, bro, that at this point in time, Asuka's gonna retain. Asuka's gonna retain for sure because Bianca and Charlotte are too invested in everything that revolves around the championship. And Asuka already has the championship, and she's just chilling, and she's just like, nobody ready for Asuka. That's it. That's it. And with that being said, I feel
like ain't nobody ready for Asuka to run or ready for Asuka to be a heel or ready for Asuka to spit mist in your face. You know what I mean?
No, you're looking.
That's what it is. Like
they haven't seen that side of her, and that's why I like this realm of Asuka because,
and that's why she's about to win at SummerSlam if they do have a triple threat.
Because she's gonna do anything it takes.
Exactly, or she's gonna find that right moment to cheat and get the ups on you. And Charlotte and Bianca are pretty much gonna take each other out, and it's gonna leave the door right open for Asuka.
That's what I'm thinking. I feel as though that's exactly what's gonna happen. They're gonna take each other out, get distracted with each other, like trying to prove who's the real dominant because they have like an alpha woman problem. So like they're gonna go.
Bianca is clearly the alpha between the three women, though. Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there.
Yeah, definitely.
I ain't never seen Charlotte on some John Cena shit trying to pick a bitch up and slam her. I ain't never seen that. And I ain't never seen Asuka do that shit either. No. Bianca is picking bitches up, dropping them on their fucking face, on their fucking neck, and showing you why she's the EST.
So I'm like, okay. But I feel like she has the ability to really show that she's the one, but at the same time Asuka's just gonna be like, I'm gonna cheat to win. And then Charlotte's just over here trying to prove that that this is her whole domain, that you can't come in here just thinking that it's your turn now, and because I already hold Rhea, like I can hold y'all, and I feel like it can't get like that, bro, because she's already 14 times.
Yeah,
they're holding off those other ones, so I don't see her just getting.
It's got to be meaningful as fuck. Like those are two more reigns, bro, to get to 16 and tie her dad. So like it has to be meaningful and it has to be spaced out. You know what I mean? It can't be back to back because that's pretty much how she got all of these back to back. Name 1 year Charlotte Flair has not been a women's champion.
2014 when she was on the NXT when she was a champion.
Exactly. That 1 year out of the rest. It's about to be a whole decade, bro, gone by, and she's had at least 2 belts in every year.
I just feel almost. Like, I know that's why they feel like it's nepotism, but I'm not gonna lie. Like she elevated you guys. Like if she didn't step on you guys, a lot of it wouldn't be no like.
Wouldn't be no Becky Lynch.
Wouldn't be no Zoe Stark.
Or no Bailey.
None of that. Because y'all would have been like, y'all, Becky. I know Becky got tired of that shit. Because I always fuck with Becky.
Look at what Sasha doing around the world right now. That wasn't just off the strength. Her and Charlotte used to have them real pay-per-view matches on a Monday night.
Yeah.
They'd have pay-per-view matches on a Monday night.
Sasha.
Right.
And they made like a real feud. So, you know, I think Mercedes Moné will come back to WWE eventually, maybe 10 years down the line. Or maybe when Vince is dead.
Shit, or less.
I don't think it's less.
I can see less, bro. It's because the money right. The money right. And at the same time, it's like, I don't like how people always try to blame shit solely on Vince McMahon. When at the end of the day, you know for a fact, if Vince McMahon pulled up to your house on a jet and was all like, you coming with me, you gonna get on that motherfucking plane and go. And don't tell me you're not, because Cody Rhodes did. That's why he here right now. So, look, when Vince McMahon tell you, yo, I got a spot for you, You always go. So don't be sitting here trying to act like, oh, Vince McMahon is horrible now, and I don't want to work with him. And that's not what you was saying when your ass was sitting at home with no damn job, sitting there looking fucking crazy, or when your ass was sitting on all these other indie brands, getting done up by all these other indie wrestlers not doing shit. But he put you on at the end of the day, and I hate that motherfuckers be trying to talk about Hunter like, oh, Hunter is just so original. He learned the game from him. He got all the game from Vince. Vince put him on. That's why the nigga running the whole entire fucking promotion. NXT. That's why he's able to do that. And then put Sean on. So it's like, bro, you thought them two silly ass niggas that did this, I'm wearing the shirt, they did this. Them niggas is not company, man, for real. That's something that Vince groomed. So you could be like, I don't fuck with Vince, but I rock with Triple H. But it's like, at the end of the day, you still fucking with Vince because that's a product of Vince McMahon.
Yeah, exactly. I still fuck with his product, but not every down to the science to the T. Everything of him I fuck with. So I get that. He has a lot of things that blossom.
Sometimes I want to just blame it on writers or blame it on. I feel like there's
he has
just
the
other
final
people
say so. They could write something good, and the thing that you could hate that you think you're gonna blame on the writer, it was Vince that did it. That's why I speak on it, because he's the one that he's the final say so on the shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. At the same time, when you're being brought your usual, you're not gonna turn down your usual. These niggas don't do nothing out of the usual for Vince McMahon to be like, oh, like, you know, they do the basic shit that Vince like, or they will write it the way Vince will. They're literally like AI generations. Like, they're literally like that. And Vince McMahon is like, damn, that sounds like I wrote that. All right, cool. Show the nigga something different. Show the nigga the different style and then see how he react. I feel like that's not being done enough as well. You know what I mean? That's why he be stuck in his ways. Like, I don't know about Finn Balor. Come on, look at this guy. Are you sure?
Yeah, come on. But
right. Vince ain't never experienced or seen no shit like that before. That's why when he first seen Kevin Owens, he like, oh, this nigga's gold. He got a fucking pot belly, but he out here moving like a cruiserweight. He going over John. Put him over John. Like, come on now. You got to show Vince something different. I'm sure he'll listen if it makes sense, but you got to make it make sense. But like I said, like, if you bring in a nigga his everyday usual, he not going to turn it down. That's his everyday usual. You got to show him something different if you want a different vibe or different reaction. But it's just something I wanted to say to you just because this shit been frustrating me, bro. I always say that because
as much as he does good, there's shit he's doing behind the scenes that you may hear repeatedly that you be like, this is a cap. But at some point, there's some shit we not hearing that he is a monster, nigga.
This is $1 billion company. There's got to be more than one person to blame. And yeah, Vince gets final say.
But I mean, like, it's got to be more people. This nigga's like John Laurinaitis. Hey, Vince, you like this, right?
Bro, you keep showing him that, bro. That basically brings back my point, bro. If you show a nigga shit like that he's already into, what make you think he gonna say something different, bro?
Change, Vince. Also, going back to my point, though, definitely tuning up the women's division, Charlotte. You were the reason for that, but I just feel like if it wasn't for Becky and everybody else, Charlotte would have had 16 already. But they're like Becky selling merch undeniably. It's a main event. She was doing so much crazy numbers. They said she's going over.
I really want to see Bianca win this triple threat. I really want to see Bianca be the next WWE Women's Champion. She's the longest reigning WWE Women's Champion. Her run was the most entertaining run by a women's wrestler that I've ever seen, and I enjoyed every bit of it. I can't name another woman whose run I was this invested in. I literally can't. Besides Mickie James, because Mickie James back in the day used to have a huge crush on her, and I used to just rock with how she used to handle herself in the ring. She used to not fuck around. Like, that was my girl back in the day. So, other than Mickie James, I ain't never seen no one better. But yeah, man, Bianca, she need this. She need this. And she don't need this. She don't. That's why she not gonna win.
You want her to want it.
I want her to win it.
but it ain't happening down like that. Nobody's ready for Asuka, and we gotta worry about Charlotte Flair getting in the mix and
I'm not
stop
worried
Bianca.
about Charlotte Flair whatsoever. She's literally just a pawn in this match.
The pawn to
She's literally just
distract
here for
Bianca.
show.
She's gonna distract Bianca. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying.
That's gonna
Like
make the
Bianca and Asuka are the
ooh.
main characters of this match.
And you know what I'm
Charlotte
thinking?
is just there to, stir the pot.
You know what I'm thinking now? We're seeing Bianca's heel turn at SummerSlam. She's about to tweak. She's about to tweak.
Yeah, because we just seen Bobby Lashley pick up the Street Profits, so
she's about to tweak.
That just really confirmed it too.
Ooh, they're about to make a new faction.
Yep.
I just seen that as well. You think they're gonna add Bianca in there so it could be an all black powerhouse tag, like all champions?
Hey, that would be tough. That would be tough.
Yeah, they make some new belts so they win some cool belts.
Yeah, man, because I liked what you said on the last show. The women definitely need more accolades. Like, because it's just not enough opportunity for everyone to always win that world title. So we need a United States champ. We need an Intercontinental champ,
Bro,
a TV champ. You know what I mean?
All that shit. I feel like they should have tournaments for fun, bro. Even if it's like, let's say they don't give them like a physical accolade, just a title, some shit you could say like you win this shit every year.
And you guys got to keep doing the Queen of the Rings.
Like you to be
can't
consistent.
Just do that
like,
shit once.
I feel like every time they do something cool, they take it away from us after because they think, oh well, I was only cool to the hardcore fans. It wasn't really big to the non-viewer. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Why are you trying to be cool with the man that don't want to spend money on your product religiously? You trying to suffice him because he might flip through the channel and oh yeah, that's no.
No, bro. And I definitely want WWE to bring back Evolution. That was probably the dopest thing that you could have done for the women is give them their own pay-per-view.
Exactly. Exactly. I was just about to say, to be specific, he's talking about the all women pay-per-view they had. I believe that was that 2016.
I think so.
Yes, that pay-per-view was very legendary, and it brought back a lot of old faces. I feel like that rekindled a lot of relationships between old past WWE female talent.
And that kind of paved the way for Trish Stratus to be here right now.
Exactly. I was about to say Trish Stratus, Molly Holly. I mean, I feel like I want to say Jazz was in it. Lita was in it.
Nia Jax was like the center of that when she was at her healthiest.
Yeah, because she was at her women's champ stage. She has to mention. She's also somebody that you guys like to hate on, but I feel like Nia's even progressed in wrestling, and I know she's on a journey like getting healthier, and she's actually been getting quite healthy. And now I seen people been hating on Ronda, so I feel like maybe they come back, have one more good match.
I feel like they be listening to the wrong people, bro. Yeah. Like, and that's why we don't see these wrestlers or like these wrestlers like decide to want to leave or something like that.
Or it's
like
not for them,
right? Like they get butthurt and get too caught up in what's going on Twitter and shit like that. And it's all like, bro, like no, you guys are reading the wrong shit. We telling you the real shit. Ronda's tough, and can't nobody really see Nia Jax if she put the paws on you. The only bitch that could probably see Nia Jax strength for strength is Awesome Kong.
For real.
I can't name anybody else.
Exactly. No one. And Nia
going
Jax,
tit for tat with Nia Jax
Nia
like
Jax
that.
If anything, Nia Jax, because Samoans are like naturally more athletic. And like,
she's a powerhouse.
She's a powerhouse, but she can run fast and Awesome Kong, and she can do. I feel like she's way more impactful too. Like hard hitting. I won't say like overall in wrestling, but like just in her moveset and how she carries herself, she's an imposing ass force.
Hey, that'll be a great fade. But I named Awesome Kong for a reason. Mm-hmm. She the GOAT. She one of the GOATs of this shit. But let's move on to AEW, bro.
Speaking of Awesome Kong, that's her last residency. She was being managed by Vicky.
Oh, in AEW? Yeah. I remember that she was. I'm so happy Vicky does not get any more screen time on that show. That was the worst thing AEW could have ever done for your programming. She's an embarrassment to the Guerrero name, and that's as much as I'll say on her. But moving forward, unfortunately, the Bullet Club Gold lost their match to FTR.
That was a Travis. The wrong guys.
The wrong guys. The wrong guys won this match.
Oh my
we was sick as fuck watching this shit, bro. It makes sense what AEW is trying to do with FTR, but at the same time, like seeing everything that the Bullet Club went through to get to that spot just to lose to them was disappointing, and I definitely don't see FTR beating Adam Cole and MJF, which they will go up against them because they're definitely going to beat Sammy and Daniel. That's a
fact. That's a
definite.
fact. That's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah,
And we're getting that double close line.
yes. And Adam Cole's gonna definitely be wearing that shirt.
Definitely.
So yeah, but I definitely think that the Guns can bounce back from this. This doesn't hurt them. You know, they're still great individually, and if anything, like this gave them credit in the tag team division. So if they want to keep tagging in it, they'll definitely have another opportunity sooner rather than later.
I think so as well. I feel like Bullet Club, they gave FTR so much momentum in this short exchange, whatever they did.
Well, they put them back on the map because we thought they was jokes. Just because they beat the Acclaim, we was like, all right, you guys beat the weakest tag team here. Like that was like an obvious.
Yeah.
But this match with Jay White and Juice, like really like gave them that credit again. Like okay, they are good tag team.
Like yeah, because and that's why I really fuck with Switchblade and Juice, because at the same time, without them, this is not going down. They could have been in anybody else with a 2 out of 3 match, but you were in there with 2 skilled tacticians, and they know what they're doing in there, bro. Juice, anytime he hits you with that, he cocks that left hand, winds that shit up. I know that nigga's going down, and then if he got quarters, it's a wrap. I'll never forget what he did to Dax, but started this whole thing. That shit was hilarious. They jumped him and stole off on him.
Hood shit. I ain't expect that from him.
Yeah,
he looked like Donnie from the Wild Thornberry.
Yeah, he is crazy, and I fuck with Juice tough. But I just want to say, Switchblade, you are definitely a master. You're a ring general. Just how watching him.
Hell yeah, bro. He be dissecting niggas, bro.
He just when you think he's about to do some chill shit, bro. He pushed, I believe, was Cax in the ring and one back elbow.
Bro, he's kind of like Will Ospreay. Like the move go from 0 to 100 real quick. Like it looked like he about to do like some light work shit to you, and the next thing you know, he tried to go crazy. Like yo,
he thought it was a game, right? Bro, Switchblade. Yeah, I get why they call you that, bro. Just in a quick time.
No cap.
He be he be just cutting it off, like, bro. I seen him do a move to perfect example. He knows how to control the pace and the tempo of a match. He was tuning up the band, then smart ring general, knows where he's at. Fuck that. To get a real reaction, sharpshooter. You guys don't want to see me do that. This is FTR. This is his legend. He looks up to him. I'm gonna make him tap out to his own move.
Right.
So it's like just certain shit like that. That's why I love Jay White as a heel. I don't want him to really ever go face, because he needs to be that, so that way he can make a good fit.
That Cash was like doing Bret Hart shit. I'm like, bro, you too lame to be on some Bret Hart shit.
He loves,
and you're a tag team wrestler, bro. Bret would never. Bret would do tag team matches. He won titles
tag team, but he don't. That's not his shit.
That's not his shit. Bret a real ass tactician
by himself.
By himself.
He's like,
if Bret was
size
here,
you up.
Bret didn't die.
I said if Bret was here, he feel finished.
I know if Bret seen that nigga in person, he'd probably laugh or spit on him, because that's just how Bret is. He like, you want to be like me?
You're weak.
Fuck out of here.
Where's CM Punk? I like Punk. I know you hang around him, but you keep doing this weird shit. I don't see him do my moves like that. Nigga, he do Randy Savage. Yeah, I want him to do a sharpshooter, nigga. Hey, Punk, tell him stop doing my move. He listens to you. He wants to be like you, right? You got his name in front of you. You use your name, CMTR.
Right. So, yeah, nah, bro. I don't like FTR's build. I don't like them as a tag team. By themselves, both of them would get beat the fuck up and have the worst losing streak in wrestling. But for some reason, they gel well as a tag team. I don't get it. Especially with those poorly builds. I mean, Fuzzy Wuzzy and Silly Willy Worm.
Oh, my God. I will never forget that. See, that's why I need Jay to, he got to beat them somehow. Like, I'm planning on you. If you don't have this mind jam story out there, I need you to get involved. The Guns want the tag team titles. You just make sure they got the titles first. Then you just start collecting belts. We know you're gonna be a champ. We just know you ooze charisma. You know what you're doing when you're in the ring. It's rarely ever he's on the camera and you feel like, why did you say that? Why are you here? Like, never. Every time I'm like, I wonder who you about to fuck up because they keep playing with you like
Right.
you you didn't sell out Madison Square Garden in New Japan. So I feel like seeing Cash going, that also brings my next point. I realize that Cash is really like, he's really the heart and soul of that team. Like he's the anchor.
Yeah, he's the
the
general,
anchor.
bro.
Yeah, because
Bro, like, you know, like how Juice Robinson be showing out and Jay White just be letting them. That's how Cash be. Cash always be in the background and be letting Dax say the wild shit. That's why he let Dax say the gay shit last week. Talking about he was going fuzzy wuzzy all over Juice, like. And Jay Paul is like, yo, that nigga was wilding. Those are his words, bro.
I'm like, oh,
but the whole time Cash is in the background, just like
nothing,
just looking like
he didn't laugh at that shit either. He
didn't even laugh or nothing. He's just like, yo, that was wild. But
we gotta win. We
gotta look tough because this is my team. This is my team.
We gotta win. We gotta win. I'll make sure we win. Because if you notice when they do that shatter machine, I know it takes two. But at the same time, who's delivering like the code breaker? It's him, because he can jump. After his knee ain't fucked up like Dax. Like Dax had to take off
Dax
his knee
is
pad.
Just too fucking fat. You're too big to be trying to do the most in this fucking wrestling.
His
business,
knee pad
bro.
was stopping him from executing the sharpshooter effectively.
Bro, if he like, it's my same thing with Kevin Owens. If those two niggas just lose that stomach, like you can get further. You can definitely get further, and you can preserve your body longer in this wrestling shit. But like, you got to think about it, bro. You're putting too much weight on your body. That's why when fat people get hurt, the injury stays with them longer because you're not taking care of yourself, bro. Like the injuries stick with you longer, bro. Like it is what it is. It's like, yo, you got to take care of yourself, man. And like, you putting too much weight on your body. Like, that's why I told you, bro. Every time I get over 180, what do? I roll my fucking ankle. Every time, right? I only hurt myself when I gain weight or I'm putting too much weight on my body. You got to think, when a body part has never had that much weight on it, and you're just putting it on that motherfucker, like you're gonna tear something.
Pressure bust pipes.
Exactly. Exactly. You gotta fucking, bro. Exactly though. Like you gotta work that body part out before you put that much weight on it, or be trying to work that body part out that has all that weight on it. Otherwise, your body's not gonna know how to maneuver with all that weight on it. Yes. You feel me? That's why. What's his name? The one nigga.
Samoa Joe.
Nah, who's the one dude that be doing the tsunami on Raw?
Oh, Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed. Yeah, he was out for a minute.
I love that move. I love that move.
Hey, but that move is crazy. He crushed it though.
You can't fake that.
But you see, he's filled out though. Pause. Like he's got fat all throughout his body. You know what I mean? Like that nigga is distributed correctly. Pause. Like, you know what I mean? So like he can do shit like that and be safe.
Ooh,
but like Kevin Owens, like he literally has skinny legs and hella stomach and shit. Like, bro, like
he's built.
It's a crazy build. Like your body's not always used to that. That's why you be having back problems, all type of shit. Not just Kevin Owens too. I mean, like, you know,
he's a generalized body type you try to get at. But I digress. That is an uphill battle. Yeah, you don't want to fight.
Willow Nightingale. That's a great transition into Willow Nightingale because she's on the heavier side, but you know,
she's a winner.
She's a winner. She just came back from injury and won the Owen HART Cup tournament. What'd you think about her win against Ruby?
I honestly think her win was great. I kind of had a feeling. I was sitting there watching this match like, why do I feel like, Ruby, you cutting good promos and shit, but I feel like you're still going to lose because you just got that mold to behold. I don't care what company you're in. That's why they got you as the outcast mouthpiece because you cut good promos. But the thing is, you don't back it up.
Right.
So they got
you talk a great game.
They got the heavies for you. So that way you look like you backing your shit up because you with the niggas that's winning, but you not winning. So it all makes sense in a sense. But I'm grateful to see Willow win because it just makes more sense. She's on a roll. She was the first ever New Japan Strong Woman Champion. Now she's the second ever Owen HART Cup. So she's a trailblazer, not only in one company but two. And you got to think about it. She's about to ascend to that AEW Women's Championship at some point, but I like her slow build. And honestly, Ruby, that kind of should let you see that Willow ain't need no group. She ain't need no type of buzz around her. She got her merch herself, whatever. Just she's just selling herself. She's just being her, and she's getting over. I don't know what you need to do, but remember at one point you guys were a tag team, and you guys had this extreme match against Tony Storm and Saraya and all that shit. And it's like, and I remember this one match on Rampage you guys they had, and there were all this blood everywhere, Ruby. And at the end of the day, you turned heel. You haven't won more matches, and you haven't won no titles. You turned on her, and look at where she is. She's won titles, she's won tournaments, and she's gonna keep winning. Are you gonna start winning, or are you gonna keep talking?
You said that perfectly, my guy. I've always been for one to say that Ruby Soho is a fucking cancer. I'm sorry, but it is what it is,
She's a
man.
pariah.
I've been saying from the jump how she brings down Saraya and how she also brings down Tony Storm. They always lose the tag team matches that they have with her involved. She always loses matches that she has by herself. So I'm just like, I don't know what they got to do to make her cool or appealing. She got a nose job, and we still don't like her. I don't know. I just don't.
You don't see the appeal.
I just have no appeal for her at all, my guy.
And I can't really say too much.
Well, I feel like that's also how the writers be looking at her. Like, she's
You're
just
easy to hold because you've been
yeah,
you got did that way in WWE, and now you let at first you let us do that to you in AEW, but now you turn bad guy. But at the
right.
same time, these two people already solidified as the world champs. You've never stamped that shit for yourself, or even really made you, or you never won nothing.
You never won
So
anything.
like they're like you gotta lose, you gotta take the pin. It's only right. I know Tony Storm and Saraya looking at you like we let you in this group. Come on.
Bitch, pick it
Yeah,
up.
you look like
Pick it up,
pick it up.
bitch.
Come on,
We
like
always losing because of you.
we let you be in this shit. Like, well, you
Right.
gonna
She either getting the pin or she's the reason why somebody's getting pinned.
yeah, because you're being distracted. But they wait till they flip on you, because I could see easily being like outcasting you and bringing in
Hell
someone better.
yeah.
And like
And hopefully that would be like her rise to being good.
yeah, because she have to realize I gotta be myself and tuck the shit out.
Yep.
But speaking of the Owen Hart Cup tournament, let's talk about the winner of the men's final, and that would be a surprise to us, because not only because we don't think he's capable, but just because of how he was been depicted the last 6 months, and that'd be Ricky Starks. And I believe it was on last week's show I said I feel Ricky Starks should win this, but you're like he ain't gonna win, Phil. But we both agree he kind of should. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm glad that happened, even though it was in the gray area because he used the ropes. But at the end of the day, this was a bigger picture because Ricky needed this win more than CM Punk did. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Because his loss to because he was on an uphill trajectory when he was going against MJF, and then after that loss, he was on a downhill one. Then they just built him up again throughout this tournament. So if he would have lost, sending him back down would have been
Would have
crazy.
derailed him insanely
Hell yeah.
because
But
they
at the
yeah.
same time, being who CM Punk is, you just don't expect Ricky Starks to go over.
Yeah, absolutely not. But I just want to think. I just like to think Ricky was like, oh no, actually, I would like to think Phil was like, Rick. I know they think I know you heard about me, and I'm gonna let you get this one, okay? I'm gonna let you get this one. But overall, say kayfabe is completely out the window. This is like, if we in the moment, this is not no situated thing. I feel like this is a big leap for Ricky because he has a win over CM Punk, right? So not only that, he's headed towards main event for sure. Like it's not no question about it. And I think it's crazy because CM Punk, when they had that 6 man, no, that 8 man tag against the Bullet Club Gold, he showed Ricky what was in the bag. So not only does Ricky, maybe is that why Ricky felt like he had to beat him just so he could feel like I'm entitled to what's in the bag, or you know what I'm saying? What do you think about that?
I don't really think Ricky's so much interested in the bag because when I think back to his reaction seeing what was in the bag, it looked staged. It looked like he was just like, Oh, get out of here, old nigga. Like, come on now.
You're not the real champ.
Right. You doing this WWE shit here? Like, all right, man, whatever. I'll play along with you because we over here on TV and shit. So I don't know. Ricky too cool for that shit, but I am happy that he's going this route by turning heel. I just don't want him to overdo it. I want him to subtly turn heel, like just keep doing little shit that symbolize your turn. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
respect that.
yeah, like I don't want to see him come out like next week and start disrespecting the crowd and going crazy like Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy looking too thirsty and just
He
like,
itching for to rub somebody the wrong way.
right. Like I'm just like, bro, get up out of here. Like you don't want to look like Jungle Boy. Another thing I wanted to put out there is I hope that CM Punk isn't on some Chris Jericho shit where he's just giving up all these fucking losses to all this new AEW talent and giving them an accolade of being able to say, "Oh, I beat CM Punk," or "Oh, I beat Chris Jericho."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's only deserving for a few people, like a few names. But it seems like Chris Jericho is giving everybody a dub. Like I'm like yo, you putting over anybody. Like Action Andretti. Action Andretti ain't even that good. Ain't even that entertaining. And he got 2 wins back to back off of Chris Jericho. I'm like, yo, settle down. Settle down. Why are you giving it up so smooth? Why every time I turn around, Chris Jericho losing? You out here doing magic tricks and shit? Like, I'm happy that CM Punk is back, but I don't want to see him go out like that. I need you to keep it about this belt. Keep it about contending. You know what I mean? Like let's keep it about that. And I need you to win, and so that way you can actually leave this company gracefully.
He left like a disgruntled parent at a PTA meeting.
Right.
He complaining about the kids and how he works with a bunch of like immature people and just complaining too much. Phil, like just do your wrestling job. That's what you're here for.
Right. And you got to go out correctly, bro. So don't be giving it up like Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is slut. he be giving it up.
He's like, fuck it, pin me. Is that what you want? Let's see what it does for your career, huh?
Yeah, man. We appreciate everybody out there watching with us. Again, it's your boy, the franchise kid, franchise Jerry, and I got my dog with me.
Think I need a Fiji water. You know what it is, man.
And you guys have been watching Wrestling with Xotics. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, man.
Share this shit with the world, y'all.
And turn on your post notifications so you know every time we drop a track. And make sure you guys go check out our shop at pcfshop.myshopify.com. We got something for everybody on there, man. Guaranteed. Peace.